ordered, and you're here to watch our show, so that's a plus.
Yeah! Back in the flesh.
Right?
Did you? We can just keep going on with these puns.
Bill probably has a million queued up in his brain, and he's killing them. I don't know.
Well, do you want to start? Should we probably? Can I just talk?
All right, so I have a wine that I bought, and I want Myra to guess the price on this because I've been guessing them.
You're such a good guesser, though. I'm scared. I can't compete with that.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I believe in you. So today we're drinking California Roots. It's a Cabernet.
Yeah.
And let's give it a whirl.
You know what's funny is I was watching this Christmassy wine movie. It was called like Pairing or something like that on Netflix. And he was going like this and swirling it and going like this. And I was like, look at the legs.
Look at the legs on that motherfucker.
He didn't say it, but that's I instantly thought of you and like, look at the legs.
That's how you know it's good, right?
Okay.
You don't like the smell.
I do not.
I don't mind it.
Okay, I'm going to stop smelling it. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God, you're such a drama queen.
Wow. Okay. That's
Okay,
weird.
all right.
Okay. That's so weird. Because I really don't like the way it smells, but it tastes really good. This is really good. Mm-hmm. California Roots, huh?
Yeah.
Where is this? Is this, I was just seeing if it was like Napa or Sonoma region, which, okay.
Where is it?
Juicy cherry flavors, hints of oak. Do taste that. And graceful finish. Elevate even the simplest pleasures. Pairs perfectly with thick ribeye steaks.
Ooh, good ribeye.
Yeah. Enjoy pure vineyard to table goodness in every sip. I can't. I'm going to be giggling the whole time because we keep making puns. So let us know if you catch them. Go ahead and put them in the comments. You know what we're talking about. But yeah, this is really good. Let's see. Let's see. I want to guess $12.99.
Is that your final
higher
guess?
or lower? Can I do higher or lower?
No.
Can I do one higher or lower?
No. This wine.
$12.99. No. Okay, fine. I'm gonna go happy medium. $10.99.
This wine, $5.99.
Well, it smells
Or
like
$4.99.
it smells
Oh,
like
God.
$4.99, but it tastes like $11.99.
It might have been $4.99. It might have been $4.99.
Okay, I still stand by. It smells like $4.99, but it tastes like
It's
$11.99.
actually pretty good for the price.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, it's cheap. I'm gonna buy it.
What was your first guess?
No, expensive wines like our non-alcoholic friend over here,
Be well.
Be Well wine, that was $15. Has
I
a
know.
twist off also.
That is true. That is true.
You can buy some really good wines with twist off. Do
Yeah.
not let that deter you, folks.
Well, you know what we're gonna do in our next episode? We're gonna do a really expensive wine and a cheap wine, but you're not gonna be able to see it. And we're gonna blind taste test, and we're going to try and see if we can guess which one is the expensive one.
Okay, so
And the pricing.
Casper has to buy the wines without you seeing them.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
I won't have any of that.
Because I mean,
Yes.
oh yes. Or
Or
because I have a wine in mind that I want you to try.
no, not for this one.
How about I do one and then you do one and then we don't know which one is which?
No, let Casper
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
I feel like then we're completely blind to it, and
Okay.
it
Just make sure they're
offers-
cabs.
or not.
No
Or
Chardonnay. Okay.
Or not.
Or it could be a white.
Let
yeah.
him have creative. Wait,
You know what? I will let you take the full reins.
Yeah,
Because before in the past, he used to pick out wines and like bring me like a surprise
Yeah.
wine in the past, and he's picked out some pretty good ones. So
Let him have creative control of this.
Okay.
I believe in you, Casper, and I'm excited.
it's happening.
Yes, it's happening.
Okay, well, if you like the content that you're seeing, like, subscribe, and share. I know I didn't really have to say that, but I'm going to say it every time.
Now.
No, I know. I know, now that I remember. Now that I remember.
All right, so we have another new cheese. So this one's a Switzerland Gruyere.
Gruyere. I know, I always stumble on that one.
I forget how to say that.
Yeah.
So that's what that is, and I cannot remember if we've had this before on here. It's a mushroom brie.
I don't know if we did the mushroom brie. I know we did a type of brie, but I don't think it was that.
Okay, so yep, we have.
Cool. And then that's probably the habanero, isn't it?
Obviously.
Yeah.
I
could
always
tell.
have some dragon's breath on hand because I like the spice.
I could tell.
Guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I like it hot.
Wait, that's the dragon's breath?
No, this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not doing the dragon's breath. I like the tequila habanero one.
Also, they have not sold that for a while, and it makes me very sad.
That's because I like it. Every time I like something, like a wine, it goes away. Ooh, that's good.
So do you remember when a few episodes ago we did the cave aged Gruyere? This is the sibling to that. It's not cave aged. It's just plain Gruyere.
This is good. I like it.
Right? It's really mellow.
Mm-hmm. I don't have like a bad aftertaste or anything like that.
It's very mild, and that's really good.
It's really good.
And so it's our $5 bottle of wine.
It doesn't really taste like a $5 bottle.
No.
That's the nice thing. You can never tell.
Did you want to try the brie?
Yeah.
You got to put it on a cracker, though.
And
I will say
I'm not a huge brie fan, but
me neither. Yeah, you got to put it on a cracker, because otherwise
let's make it really tiny.
That's how she likes them, folks.
My cheese. That's about it.
I'm just kidding. Casper's like, shut up. Oh, God.
Ugh,
That was a
I don't
lot
know
of
if I
brie.
went.
Okay. Oh, God.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous. Okay. Oh, my God.
That's why I did.
God damn it. Okay.
Make a
Stuck
sandwich.
on my
Make a
finger.
sandwich.
It's happening.
I don't know if I can form an opinion because I didn't, one, put enough on there so I could barely taste anything. And two, this is still overpowering it.
Nope, I taste it. I got a lot. I used to like it, but I was eating it more regularly.
I've never liked brie. I hate the smell of it.
It tastes like feet.
Ugh.
I dare you to take a chunk just of the brie. No cracker.
Challenge accepted. Here we go.
All right, I'm excited.
Can we follow it up with some of those truffles?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna need it. Oh wait, I need a chaser. I hate brie.
You have to you have to taste it.
And it's mushrooms too. Oh. That is funky. Gross. Sorry. Horrible.
Is it that bad?
I do not like brie. So in order to not gag, I gotta flood it with a bunch of different tastes. All done. Woo! Sorry for you brie lovers. It just ain't me. I'm not a brie person.
No. Same.
Oh, I still taste it. I can't get rid of it. It tastes like a dirty, dank, musty basement.
Yeah, that's about right. That's a very
How I
accurate description
how
of
I
that brie.
imagine that would taste. That's what. Oh man. Should we move on to the truffles?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, there it is.
I'll be right back, folks.
Ugh.
All right.
I think I get that taste on my mouth.
All right, so we have some chocolate truffles. All right, so the white ones are milk and white chocolate with a caramel apple cinnamon filling.
Ooh.
That one might be good. Or we have milk and dark chocolate, salted caramel pecan filling. They're all milk and white or dark chocolate. This one has a cranberry ginger cinnamon filling.
Weird.
Or a chocolate and vanilla cream filling.
I'm gonna try
I think
some of
that's the one
caramel.
I want too.
Yeah. Where is that one?
The white one. So it'll be that one.
That one?
Yeah.
Oop.
All right. Let's give this a whirl.
Cheers. Oh. Ooh. So that's graham cracker crumbles on the top. I can taste the apple. It's really
And you can
sweet.
see that it has like the filling and
That's
it's
good.
layered.
I like that. It kind of tastes, the apple kind of tastes a little bit like your apple pie, except
Yeah.
with the caramel flavor in it.
Yeah, you
good.
can taste the apple pie.
Mm-hmm. That one was good.
Did it take the brief flavor
Oh,
out?
yes. Glorious. That was really good.
All right, I think that's enough chocolate for me right now.
Mm-hmm. That was really sweet, though.
Can I eat a whole bunch? Nope.
So today, we're going to do kind of like a fact or fiction, urban legend type thing. And the first one I was going to talk about is, I think it's pronounced Dyatlov Pass. It's Russian. And so this incident was 9 Soviet trekkers were out in the Ural Mountains. Mm-hmm. They camped out. They were experienced, and I don't remember what it was for. It was from the Institute. It was led by Igor Dyatlov,
Yep.
which is why they named it Dyatlov's Pass. And they stayed overnight. It was only one day. Mm-hmm. It was actually February 1st and 2nd, 1959.
Actually, now that you're saying it, I remember the movie.
The Devil's
I
Pass.
remember them driving up and trying to camp overnight.
So
that one night.
the funny thing about it, so with Dyatlov's incident, they camped overnight, and when they discovered them, because they didn't radio in or whatever like they're
Right.
supposed to, they discovered that they had clawed their way out of their tent, mysteriously cut their way
That's
out,
really weird. Why?
and they went out into the climate.
With no clothes, right?
Yeah,
or a couple.
Some of them
were
had
found
clothes
naked.
on, but it wasn't like they weren't in their thermal gear.
Right.
And so
Like
all
they
of
were
them
getting
died.
away for something.
Yeah. So all of them died. 6 of them died due to hypothermia, 2 to physical chest trauma, and 1 to a fractured skull.
Which is how does that all experienced people, right?
Right.
How does that happen? And why would they try to scratch out of a tent?
I don't know. But it says when their bodies were discovered, some had missing eyes, 1 had a missing tongue, and 1 missing eyebrows.
Okay, so
Kind of like a manic.
But or what if animals had kind of gotten there?
Well, that's what they were thinking. That was some of the
Maybe.
theories. Some of the theories were, the Soviets, the authorities investigating the case concluded that a compelling natural force
Yeah.
first had caused the deaths. Many theories were brought up, including animal attacks, hypothermia, an avalanche, infrasound-induced panic, and military involvement.
I heard about that too. But I'm not, I guess I don't quite understand.
I'm thinking that where they were camped out, maybe something was happening with the wind and all that stuff
The
on that side of the...
frequency there?
Yeah. But, so that Netflix movie, Devil's Pass, that was in 2013, this one was shot in the found footage style. So that movie is actually about, I don't remember, it was college students, Americans, going there to investigate what happened to their disappearance. And all this weird stuff started happening to them. And then they kind of alluded at the fact that it was paranormal. And then they found some underground bunker. So they thought military was involved. And that
Really
that maybe that they stumbled onto something they weren't supposed to, and they made
Right.
it look like an accident. But I just don't believe an avalanche would
No, they would be able
pop
to,
eyes out and all
well,
that stuff.
And also with avalanches, can't
Right.
you tell?
Right.
I mean, snow hitting their cars and tents, wouldn't that be shown visibly?
Right, and then the bodies were actually found in a shallow stream.
Yeah.
So that I mean, and if it's animals, like, I don't know which animals are native to that area, but I don't know. That seemed weird to me. But, yeah, and it was the same thing in that video, that movie, that they were hearing, like, howling, and they would see footprints and stuff like that. So I don't know. I feel like something.
Should we go do a podcast there?
God,
I'm just kidding.
That would be so awesome if we could fly out to.
Oh,
I don't know if I want
to.
to.
No.
No, not right now.
I was definitely kidding. If all those people died, there's no way I'm going there.
I would not want to.
No.
I mean, if they were experienced, I wouldn't want to go somewhere where experienced people died.
Oh, no.
But yeah, so that was the Dyatlov.
Actually,
past
that makes
incident.
me want to rewatch it.
It was actually a pretty good movie. It was creepy. But I'm just wondering what happened that made them all, at the same time, claw their way out of their tent instead of just unzipping and going out. Like, what happened?
Like, yeah, because I guess the sound frequency thing kind of makes sense because maybe they kind of went crazy. Mm-hmm. And that would make sense to me.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know.
But, like, the trauma to the chest,
that doesn't make sense.
The cranial, like, what happened? Like, were they attacking each other? And then something, I don't know. But that's that one. So the other one is the Maria Labo story, and this one I kind of stumbled upon. So it's a 2015 Philippine thriller. It's actually a movie, but it's based on the urban legend of I think it's Aswang. I don't know why. I always laugh at that because it sounds funny. I'm probably not even pronouncing it right. But it's the legend of an overseas Filipino worker believed to be an aswang said to have eaten her own children. So an aswang in Filipino folklore, I know, it's kind of gruesome, is a shape-shifting evil creature such as vampires, witches, werebeasts, etc., dating back to the 16th century. So the Maria Labo, I don't know if I'm saying it right, they were facing financial struggles in the Philippines, so she was forced to, her husband was like a police officer. In the movie, she's forced to go overseas to work in Dubai. Well, when she gets there, she gets assaulted. She ends up in the hospital. And I don't know why, because I haven't seen the movie, but when she's in the hospital, they decide that she needs to go back to the Philippines because it's not working out.
Wait, is this based on a true story?
It's supposed to be based on it. You know how they always say based on true events? So I don't know. I didn't get to dig deep into it to see if it was like factual, like actual happened. But apparently, before she was going to leave, her employer placed a curse on her. I don't know why, because I didn't see the movie. But I'm guessing this is just a guess that maybe he did it because of something surrounding the assault. He didn't want something to come to light, so placed a curse on her.
That happens.
She went back and started exhibiting signs of this aswang. I'm so childish. But anyway, yes. So that would eventually lead her into turning into one, and she's like killed her kids and stuff like that. So it was kind of creepy. I don't know.
Where is this movie? Like, where can you watch it?
I'm pretty sure you can probably watch it on Netflix, or it might be one of those, like, Google it and then
I'm gonna have to do
look
that.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
Very cold.
I'm gonna have to do that
on the side. Yeah, it seems, I don't know. I haven't heard much about that. Like, I'm thinking I base everything on supernatural because they go through so many different like myths and legends in there. But that one just seems kind of far-fetched. I believe that people can get. Hey, sorry for the break. Dogs saw something that they wanted to nibble on. But what?
We came back to really full glasses of wine.
Oh,
that's awful, and I'm really upset about it.
Yes, bummer. So I had to take a drink, but we were talking about Maria. That was pretty much it. Yeah, for Lobo. And the next one is La Llorona. Am I saying that? Llorona.
I don't know.
Llorona. I'm sorry.
La Llorona?
I was thinking Coco.
Oh my
when
God.
she sings it. But that one is called The Weeping Woman. It's a Hispanic American vengeful ghost who is said to roam waterfront areas mourning her children, whom she drowned. So there's different stories of it.
Yeah.
It's one story is her husband abandoned her and she was so, sad about it, that she drowned her kids. And then the other one is her husband cheated on her. Like, she found him with another woman, and out of anger, she went and drowned her kids, but later regretted it. And then,
I would hope so.
yeah, but then she realized she couldn't save them, so then
Okay.
she drowned herself. And so she was doomed. She couldn't enter the afterlife, and so she was doomed to wander the earth and stuck in purgatory, weeping for her kids. Now, in some of the movies, they make her like a vengeful ghost as far as luring other children away to kill them, or luring people away to kill them.
Which makes it very much, she deserves what she gets.
Yeah.
And she should be sad.
I mean, that happens.
That's true.
It's crazy, though, the amount, like, when I watch, like, these true crime shows and stuff, the amount of women that kind of have, like, a little mini psychotic break and kill their kids.
I could not, like, so I know, like, things like severe postpartum depression happen, like, that's a thing. Or the psychosis. What is that called?
I think it's just the postpartum depression.
Or no, there's a postpartum psychosis, I think.
Okay.
And like, I understand that. Like, that is so sad. And like, I can't even imagine like what those women go through to have like dealing with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like when your kid is like 8 or 10, that's not like a thing. So when you're taking it out, your anger on your spouse, on children.
And that's the thing that's that's sad to me, because like I did suffer from postpartum depression, and it lasted a while. You know, people think it's just right after the birth, but mine lasted like almost 2 years. But I don't think I could ever get to that point where I would want to harm him.
Right.
And that's just, it's so weird to me. And I mean, I guess mine wasn't that severe. I don't know how it works, and I don't understand it.
The whole psychosis thing is a million times worse.
Yeah.
Well, depression, the postpartum depression, awful. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Yeah.
And I think the psychosis, though, doesn't that make you see things and experience things that aren't actually there? And that's what causes a lot of those like traumatic incidents.
I had that episode once, and I think I told you about it. Like, I had a really, really bad nightmare where I woke up in a panic and I thought it was real. I thought I was awake. Where I had laid him in his crib. I thought it was his crib. I went to sleep. I woke up, and I was like panicking, running around the house, like looking for Gio. I didn't hear him crying or cooing or any sound. I'm like, I know I put him in his crib. Then for some reason I had a flash of the ice box, went down to the deep freezer, started to open the deep freezer, and I saw the top of his little bald head, like with his mohawk and stuff, and it was like, the top was like blue and stuff.
Oh my God.
And I didn't see the full face, which thank God I didn't. I woke up right as I was opening it and saw the top, and I was bawling. Yeah. So I feel like that's a little bit of what the psychosis could be like.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine experiencing that while awake, if that's what happens to these women.
Scary.
But this one, it could have been psychosis, but I feel like it was more like she was mad and trying to take it out and then realized she shouldn't have done that. But like, that's
But then the
crazy.
other like things where they're like, she's a vengeful spirit. So like, she killed her kids, felt remorse, but now is killing other people's kids.
Right. I feel like she, is
I don't know.
luring people in because, you know, she can't get her kids back. So she's
Shouldn't have fucked up.
trying to make other people feel her pain. That's what I feel like it is. But yeah, so that's the La Llorona. And there is a movie. I didn't particularly, I watched a Japanese version of it, which was really good. I thought that one was good. But the one that was like in the theaters, I didn't think it was that great.
That's the one we saw. I don't think I saw the Japanese one.
Yeah, I can't remember what that one was called though. I'll have to look it up and send it to you. But yeah, so that's that one. So the next myth, urban legend-ish type thing that I'm not sure is Bigfoot, Sasquatch / Yeti. So from what I was looking up, it said that the earliest reference of it was a British explorer, David Thompson, who is sometimes credited for the first discovery of it in 1811, because he saw a set of Sasquatch looking like footprints. And then there was another journalist in 1958, Andrew Ginzoli, who had taken pictures of large footprints, and that's how the legend of Bigfoot was born.
Okay, but I'm going to pause you. How easy would it be to fake something like that way back then? Like, I feel like you could just be like, I saw this fucking thing. No, you're not going to know otherwise. Okay. Do you have video on your smartphone? No. That's
the thing, it's hard.
So I feel like, I don't know.
Some of these pictures are so blurry that you kind of wonder, like, it's so frustrating because it's like, you know, nowadays everyone's got smartphones. It's like, why hasn't anyone captured a very clear picture? It's always been, you know.
And if it did exist, I feel like with the technology we have, maybe we would have seen it.
Yeah. That's all I have to say on that one.
Yep, same.
So we'll probably,
the end.
Yeah, until the end. The next one is UFOs. So with that, the sightings have been reported throughout history and in various parts of the world. First well-known sighting, obviously, was the 1947 one, when a businessman claimed to see a group of 9 high-speed objects near Mount Rainier in Washington while flying his small plane. Now, also in 1947 is the Roswell incident, where there was a mysterious 200-yard-long wreckage, and the military claimed that it was a weather balloon that was, I don't know, that exploded or something like that. But then 50 years later, they're admitting that it was actually some top secret project that they were working on.
Interesting.
So I don't know. I mean, a lot of people have had experiences. A lot of people have seen it.
Yep.
Some of them, it's really hard to know what the real videos are from the fakes, because some people like fake it.
Right.
I had I want to say UFO-like dream that I told you about, that one. That was weird. But then, like, if something did happen to you, what if they erased your mind? How would you know?
Right.
If they're so advanced, they probably know how to make the memories go away. So I don't know.
I wonder if more people have had experiences than what's made to believe.
And there was, I want to say it's called first sight or fourth sense or something.
Fourth kind
Of people being, you know, disappearing and then all of a sudden showing up. It feels like 5-10 minutes for them or whatever, but it's actually days later that they show up somewhere else. Stuff like that. I mean, those are, some people are doing real accounts of that.
Right.
So it's just like, and I feel bad because I don't want to be like, okay, that person's crazy, that didn't happen, because I know how it feels to have something happen to you that is paranormal and not have someone believe you,
Right.
but know with every bone and fiber in your body that it did happen and it's real.
Well, see, and I, like, when I think of, like, UFOs and all of that kind of stuff, I can't imagine that out of the entire universe, we are the only living thing.
Right.
No. I just, like, cannot, I would never be able to be like, yeah, we're it. No.
Right? I know. I mean, they're discovering more and more stuff, too, now with that new James Webb telescope.
So cool. Have you seen the pictures for those?
The ghost pillars, whatever, of life or whatever that they took that picture of. Man, that's cool looking. And it actually kind of does look like faces coming out of rock. Yeah.
The whole thing is amazing.
I mean, I'm still kind of bummed that they discounted Pluto as a planet and called it a dwarf planet now. That's kind of a bummer, but, you know, because that's, you grew up in school learning all the 9
Right.
planets. So, but yeah. So I feel like there's beings out there. Yeah. But we're moving on. So the next one I actually have a video for. This is doppelgangers.
And we've talked about this in the past.
Yep. I mean, there's been times where people have said, you know, oh, you look like someone I know, or you look very similar. And I've had that happen many times. But doppelganger is German folklore. It's a wraith or apparition of a living person. It's the concept of existence of a spirit double, an exact but usually invisible replica of every man, bird, or beast, is an ancient widespread belief. So to meet one's double is a sign that one's death is imminent. So this video that you sent me, we'll just watch it again so everyone else can watch it. This is from a user, Morgan. I gotta start it over if it'll let me. And I went into a random video. Holy buckets. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. So this video is of a girl that's been documenting her journey on TikTok. I actually logged into TikTok just so I could go through all of her videos.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten through all of them
And it's
yet.
her husband's doppelganger that she's seeing.
Yeah,
Like,
so she's seeing it, which it could be kind of a warning that she's seeing it. I'm glad that he isn't seeing it, but when you see this video, she kind of explains what's going on. We'll watch it. I'll try to be quiet, but I like to talk,
well,
so.
we're probably going to have comments on it because it is really crazy because she does have
And
visual,
you make sure you watch it all the way to the end because
Yep.
the end is what's the most intriguing part. So let me cue this up.
Let's hit it.
These are going to be the stories of all of the times I have seen my husband's doppelganger. Now, if you've been here for a while, you've heard all of these because I have been posting it as it's happened for a long time now. But I'm retelling all of my personal paranormal stories so they can have better quality, and I had to include this one. So let's get
Her
into
cat's
it.
like 10.
Also, I have footage of this thing. Like actual footage.
She does.
I'll post the
Sometimes.
screenshot. I'm actually reposting that video where I called it tonight because I posted the first part of the video a few
I still have to go
days
back and
last
find
night,
that,
I'm
and
gonna
they'll
post
come
part
back at
two tonight, so you
6
can
or
watch that,
7.
but I'll also
I gotta
show
find
the
that other
screenshot
one.
here. For reference, my husband wears a red flannel a lot and has a man bun. Pretty distinguishing features.
Yep.
Also
One morning,
very
I was
hot.
upstairs getting ready in my bathroom, and the way my house is
When
set
my
up
husband
is
does it.
my bathroom is here, and then there's a bedroom and a bedroom, and then like bathroom stairs. See what I mean? It's like a cross. So I was getting ready with my bathroom door open, and I look in the mirror, or I turned around. I honestly can't remember which I did, because it happened a while ago. But I see my husband standing at the top of his stairs with his back to me. Man bun, red flannel.
The back.
So I
The
turned
back
around to
thing
keep
is
getting
what creeped me
ready,
out.
And then I thought of something to ask him, so I turned around to ask him, and he's gone. I didn't hear him go anywhere. But I hear movement in the bedroom, so I go in the bedroom, and he's not even wearing a red flannel. Not only is he not wearing it, it's downstairs, and he couldn't have went to switch it out that fast. Plus, he wouldn't lie. I was pretty freaked out. I've seen this thing numerous times. It always has its back to me. It always has on that red flannel. And here lately, I see it in the reflection of things.
Stands out to me.
My
Why is the
husband went
back?
to pick up our takeout one night, and I saw it in the reflection of our living room window. He wasn't even home. And
I'm
stuff like
wondering.
that happens a lot.
So we'll talk about that
I call footage of it. So
in
for
a minute.
backstory of this video, my husband, my family has a really haunted farm, which if you've been keeping up with me or even this playlist, you know.
Follow
we were going to
her.
go up there, film some skits, try to get
It's-
some footage, but he had to work earlier that
It's
day.
Morgan
So
something.
I went up there by myself and he was going to meet me. So I was trying to film an intro to whatever footage I was
she
going
put
to
lights.
capture, and
I
it
clicked
got
on that.
interrupted twice. The first video I actually reposted last night, I heard a hey 3 times. Each time it got closer,
3
but
times.
there was no
There's
one
that
there.
3
There
again.
was no movement. Like, it just
There's
got
that 3
closer.
again.
Sorry about my cat. She's a star. So I stopped the filming and then retried it, and I thought I heard my name, and I'm pretty sure I can hear it on the footage, but just in the background, you can see it clear as day. So I'm going to post a picture of what my husband looks like in the screenshot, and remember to come back at around 6 because I'm going to repost that whole video.
Creepy.
Her husband.
But look at that back there. Why has it got so many flannels?
God.
Yeah.
But that wasn't him.
That gave me goosebumps when I saw that. So a couple things about that is she mentions several times like she heard her name, stuff like that. She heard a hey, and it's like it's so weird because it kind of to me a little bit resembles a mimic too. So that's the thing. So the difference is doppelganger not good, means it's a sign of
But I
death.
thought mimics were not good either.
Mimics aren't good, but those are also things that imitate. It can be a loved one, someone you know.
So it's not
something.
representing death.
No, not that I know of.
Not like.
I mean, they always
doppelgangers.
show these videos that like the person ends up dying once they,
See their
come in.
Is that like?
Not when they see their face, but just when they come in contact with the mimic. It's creepy. It's like that video. I heard it too. I don't know if you've seen that horror short. I'll send it to you. But that's the thing is it kind of like what she was describing sounded a little bit like a mimic because it was saying her name.
Yeah.
But she didn't say it sounded like him. But like sometimes I'll hear stuff and it doesn't have to necessarily sound like Casper or Geo. I'll just hear it and it'll be clear talking. Like
Yeah.
I'll hear a man and a woman. But that's what creeped me out about that. But the back.
Always the back.
Yeah, that's weird to me. I'm curious to know what that represents. I didn't do like a deep dive and looking it up.
Right. And, yeah, because, and I thought when those types of things look you in the face, that's not good.
Right. And when it's a doppelganger, usually if you were seeing it, that's really not good. But I'm wondering what the significance of her seeing it and why just the back. I don't know.
Right.
It's creepy.
That was weird. As soon as that happened, this candle flickered.
Did it?
That one. They have not flickered. Yes.
Who
that
knows?
was weird, and I'm excited to see more of her videos.
Yeah, I got to go back in because she said she was going to post something out, a whole video of it saying hey and stuff like that. So I want to go back in and kind of click on it to see what was going on. And maybe if we get some more, if she's got some more content, we can talk about it more.
That would be fun.
Analyze some more videos.
Yep.
But the next one we have is Candyman and Bloody Mary. So reason why I looped these two together is because they kind of have similar chants.
Agreed.
So with Bloody Mary, the legend is this is the paranormal side of it.
Mm-hmm.
The legend is it's a phantom that's conjured to reveal one's future. The apparition may be malevolent depending on what legend you go by. So like if you say her name 5 times, you're supposed to see
I thought
her.
it was 3. Is it 5?
Is it 3 for Bloody Mary?
3.
I don't know.
Maybe
I get these legends
It's been
mixed up.
so long. 3.
So you say Bloody Mary 3 times, and she's supposed to appear in the mirror, all bloody and whatever. And in all the horror movies, she comes out and kills you because you conjured her.
That's just rude.
So the actual legend that supposedly that name came from was actually the Bloody Mary actually originated from the England's first Tudor female, and it was because she killed like over 280 Protestants. Like she had them burned at the stake for being heretics. So, it's kind of like the witch trials. Like, you do something that doesn't fit the line, then you
agenda, and then
you get burned. So that's why she got the nickname Bloody Mary. And so they kind of turned that into like a horror type paranormal story. And actually, true story, when I was in elementary school, a friend and I did it actually in our bathroom. And yeah, the mirror fell on me. We did see a flash, an image.
It fell on you?
Yeah, we did.
Really?
She screamed and ran out as it was falling on me. I did see a flash. I mean, I can't tell you distinctly that it was a woman that was all bloody, but I did see something in it, and it scared me. And so I never did it again. So Candyman, I actually have not done. And, it could not be real or not, but I don't even want to try it again because I got enough stuff going on at my house.
There's no point in doing it.
So Candyman, you're supposed to say his name 5 times, and it's kind of the same thing as the person that conjures him, he appears and then he kills them. And it's cool. The movie, I don't remember I think it's just Candyman, but it's like the newest one that was it's either this year or last year. And it kind of wraps up and tells you the story of why he was conjured. He was a man that was just homeless or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And
Wasn't he like...
he was like wrongly accused of like doing something to kids, or they like lied about him. And so they came in and they killed him for no reason. And so he came back and he lures kids with candy to kind of like bring them. I don't know if he's bringing them to the other side or what he's doing, but like, yeah.
Okay, but why would he kill kids?
I don't know if
he
killed.
was
I don't think
wrongly
he, because I think he was wrongly accused by a kid, because the kid didn't say anything when they said, did he touch you? Did he do this?
I don't know if I feel like we've seen that movie.
I don't know. It was kind of cool the way they wrapped it up. It kind of reminded me of like Final Destination a little bit. Like it explained everything of why this was happening the way it was happening.
I feel like we've seen it.
And so over generations, it was showing the same guy being reincarnated and being accused of different things.
Oh, okay, maybe I didn't.
It's really cool. I'm gonna stop.
Husband.
I'm gonna stop
Did
because
we watch Candyman, the new one?
So I'm gonna stop.
I'm gonna
just
go ahead
in
and
case.
watch it.
Just in case someone out there hasn't watched it either, I don't want to ruin it. So the next one I was going to talk about is a banshee, which is kind of, it seems a little bit like Lorna. God dang it! Why can't I?
La Llorona.
La Llorona. A little bit. She is said to be a fairy Irish legend, and her scream is believed to be an omen of death. It's kind of like a little bit of a mixture of that La Llorona and also Doppelganger a little bit.
Okay.
Because you hear her scream. It was a warning that there will be an imminent death in the family. That's what it is. And there's actually a Banshee movie about that. So she's a disembodied spirit that can appear in the form of a beautiful woman wearing a shroud, a pale woman in a white dress with red hair, a headless woman carrying a bowl of blood that is naked from the waist up, etc.
That will be me.
So it's dated back to the 8th century is when this kind of legend started. And the first trace of the story is about women who sing sorrowful songs to lament someone's death. But as payment, they accepted alcohol, which was considered a sin. So then they were doomed to become banshees. I don't know why.
Interesting.
I don't know. It's always the female. You just get the shit
I
in
think
the
they're
stick.
just afraid of us. And
So, banshees supposedly, according to the lore, don't cause death. They just serve as a warning of it. So if you hear the scream, that means that you or someone in your family is going to die.
well, that's still just as scary.
Yeah, it's creepy. So just like, come on now.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Nope.
So that's a banshee.
Okay.
And then the last one is the black-eyed children.
I'm curious about this one.
So supposedly the myth, it's American legend actually, is what I looked up. If that's incorrect, go ahead, put it in the comments. About paranormal creatures that resemble children between the ages of 6 and 16 with pale skin and black eyes who are seen hitchhiking or asking to come into a residence. And it's existed, it says since the 1980s. That was the first time it was reported in Abilene, Texas by a family that like these random kids just came up to their doorstep and said they needed to come in and use the phone or whatever, but their eyes were all black. You know, like those sclera contacts.
Let them in?
Yes, according to that story, she let them in.
Nope.
They said that they needed to call their parents, which was weird. And so they asked to use the restroom. They went to the restroom, and then she was talking with her husband and says, "You see their eyes? Their eyes are all black. What's going on?" Okay. So this is the debate that Casper and I get into all the time because I know scary movies have to do stuff like the way they do, like someone randomly falling or whatever because they have to build suspense, but it drives me nuts. I wish they would just make one real movie where the person doesn't fall or say hello when they come downstairs, because if they're trying to kill you, they're not going to answer.
Okay, to be fair, hold on. Can we pause for just 1 second? I saw this. It was a TikTok, obviously. So this chick was on the beach, and there was a seal, and she was facing it, and it kind of chased her, and she was like backing up and started running. This bitch fell like 5 times trying to get away. And it's like, oh, so that does happen. Like, you get so scared, your fucking legs just stop working. I don't know. So I think there might be some truth to
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well,
fear.
this, obviously,
I don't know.
because for me, if some kids came up and their eyes were all black, I'd be like, nope, door would be closed.
Well, also,
That'd be no.
we live in a society now where we kind of question everything more.
That is true.
Back then, that wasn't necessarily
Yeah,
the
when
case.
was that?
80s, I thought you said?
Yeah.
In Abilene,
80s.
Abilene, Texas? How do you say it? Abilene, Texas?
But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. If I saw their eyes were all black, I don't think I would be letting them in the house. I'd be asking questions maybe asking questions on the porch, but not letting them in.
I'd be like, what's the phone number? You can wait out here.
Yeah, I'll call.
I'll call.
But she let them all up in there, sitting on the couch, and let them use the bathroom. So I guess, long story short, too late. They went to the bathroom, came out, and they randomly came out of the bathroom and said, our parents are here now. Like, how they knew that, I don't know. So they open the door, they leave the door open as they walk out, and there's like, they described the parents, it was a man and a woman of like tall, slender man-like looking people, and
I don't like that.
they smiled and waved, and they who let them in the house smiled and waved, but the parents that picked up the weird kids didn't smile back or anything, just put them in the car, and I guess they left. So anyone that comes in contact with him, I guess, is filled with dread.
So, did that family have things that happened after that?
Not that I know of. I didn't see anything else after that experience, but other people have experienced it since then and had told their stories of kids coming up and asking, and some have even said driving, they see them hitchhiking. But nope, I'm not letting. No. Speaking of Nope, we just watched that movie. It was actually pretty good.
Which one?
Nope, by Jordan Peele. He directed it. It's actually pretty good. I didn't really care for the ending because it didn't make any sense to me, but you should watch it. It's creepy.
Did you guys watch Smile?
Yes.
We have not seen that yet.
I laughed. So.
Oh.
Well, no, I'm laughing because I can't believe they actually made a movie out of it. I watched this horror short years ago.
Yeah.
So they have a series of horror shorts because I love watching horror short. You should watch the OKG. I don't want to say the full thing.
Okay.
You should watch that horror short. It's actually pretty creepy. Okay. I'm just like, if that ever happens, I'm like. But yeah, I watched all these horror shorts and they were creepy, yes. But this movie was like, it wasn't as scary as I'm used to, but it was creepy. The concept of it was creepy.
I heard a lot of people say it was really scary.
Oh, I see. Maybe I'm jaded because I watched some pretty deep down horror films, and mainly Japanese horror films. That this was on a scale of 1 to 10 scariness, with 10 being super scary. I would say it's about a 6 for me. Okay. It had some jumps in there. It got me a couple of times. Yeah. But it wasn't like I'm gonna have a nightmare and I have to move the TV out of my bedroom like The Ring did.
All right, I have a question, and just out of curiosity, what is the scariest movie that you've ever seen? Like personally, like what is one that you're just like it freaks me out every fucking single time?
God, I got a couple. It's so hard. Well, The Grudge creeped me out pretty bad. The
Japanese version or the American?
Both. Oh. They both creeped me out because the American version did a pretty good job.
Yeah. Of
still keeping it creepy.
That's true.
But I would say The Grudge, and then there was, God, I'm trying to think of the name of that movie. I just had it. Oh. It's weird because it was creepy in a different way. Ghost Ship. I don't know if you've seen that one. It was creepy in a different way.
I don't know if I have.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I'm trying to think of something else that actually gave me nightmares. The Grudge and The Ring were pretty good. But I don't know. It's so hard to pick just one because some of the Insidious did that for me. The Conjuring did that for me. Things that I can't see creep me out.
See? Okay. So mine, and I feel like such a fucking baby for thinking this, but there's something about it. I had nightmares, and I have very vivid dreams, right? Mm-hmm. So this movie, God did it to me. I don't know. And even still watching it, I'll start watching it, and I'm like, I don't motherfucker. Okay. I'm embarrassed to say it. I'm going to say it. Paranormal Activity.
That's why I said that.
The first one especially got me because you can't see it.
That's what I said.
That shit happens for real. I have experienced things. So I'm like, am I going to end up like this bitch? Yep. I'm terrified.
That's why I said things that I can't see. I didn't want to say it, but I'm like, things I can't see because that paranormal, especially when she put the powder down and you could see the hoof prints, that stuff, that kind of... Oh, another one that creeped me out was The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, I can't. Okay, I got to tell you about one scene, but I'll let you watch it. I think the reason why it creeped me out is because we have all been taught to believe that religious artifacts help ward off demons and stuff like that, and it helps protect you. In this movie, it was so different. And I'm sorry, I'm going to ruin one scene for you. She went into the church because she was possessed. And without giving too much away, she went into the church because she was possessed. She was trying to reach for the cross at the altar, and her face was all distorted, her eyes were black, and it was actually pulling her back, and she's going, and that creeped me out because I don't like that stuff. And the thing that creeped me out too is because of the times that it was happening and the stuff that they were smelling. I was smelling that before I had to watch the movie, and I don't want to say what it is. I'll let you watch it first. Before I had watched the movie, I was smelling these different things that are supposed to be signs of demonic presence.
Smoke?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you watch it.
Rude. I'm going to watch it. And
I don't
want to
ruin
freaked
it.
out, and I'm going to be like, Myra, fuck off.
Fuck all the way.
It's going to be like 3:30 in the morning, and I'm going to be like,
I still can't sleep. But yeah, that one really creeped me out because of some of the stuff that was happening, and it was already happening to me before I even watched that movie. And I was like, oh, I'm like, is that really what that means? And so I'm like,
so the
on Google, like,
Emily Rose.
Yes. And then I'll figure out that other Japanese flick I was telling you about and send it to you. But so the last one I want to talk about is I just actually stumbled across this. And this family, I don't remember what her name was, but they had supposedly a haunted Elsa doll.
So it can't be that old because Elsa, that came out in what, 2012?
But it makes me wonder how this doll got an attachment to it. Like, was it always there? Is it attached to the kid? So supposedly they got this doll for their kid. They were playing with it. She drew all over the face and stuff like that. So they wanted to get rid of it because they were clearing out toys to prepare for Christmas for her to get new toys. So apparently they threw this toy in the garbage, and the next day it was sitting on the couch. And this is also a doll that sings "Let It Go," and it says like phrases from the actual.
See, and I like the newer things because I feel like that's.
Well, she says all these regular. It's English, so she says all this.
Do you have a video of it?
I just have a video of the second part of the thing I was going to tell you. So this doll, they had kept trying to get rid of it. They didn't understand what was going on. So then they're like, okay, this is creepy. So they actually took it, put it in a bag, put it in the bottom of there, covered it with garbage, watched it being thrown into the big giant dumpster when the garbage people picked it up. So they're like, it's gone. So they went away on vacation, came back, I think she said 2 weeks later, and they were in the house, whatever, and then the daughter runs in the house and goes, Mom, my Elsa doll's back. They went out in the backyard, and it was in their backyard laying against their house. So this doll that they kept trying to get rid of, and they had to give it to one of their friends or something like that to try to get rid of it.
I don't like.
And I don't know what happened. So when this doll, this is a picture of it in the backyard. When they would press it, it was speaking a different language, and it started going through all these different languages, and they got this Spanish on. Dude.
Okay, I do know though with some of these dolls, they do have other languages.
Well, this one, she said it was only English.
Well, there's like a button, like a small one that you push in the back. It's like you have to use like a needle and you hit it.
But you can put in a different language? Okay.
So that could be explained. However, it leaning on the side of their house.
But how creepy is that? It's like back. So that was that. But yeah, I don't know. That creeped me out. I have a thing with dolls, so I hate it.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it was creepy. So wrapping up, we're going to go back through and say whether we think it's fact or fiction. So starting with Dyatlov's Pass, what do you think? Fact or fiction?
Fact.
I feel like it's fact too. I feel like they might have stumbled on something. I feel like there might have been a paranormal aspect of it, but like maybe they stumbled on something they weren't supposed to.
I think there's a lot more to that story than what we know.
Yeah.
But I something.
And kind of reading through all the stuff, it kind of looked like they were trying to cover it up, like kind of close it quickly.
Right.
So yes, I will say fact for that one too. The Maria Lobo story.
1, 2, 3, false.
Fiction. Yes.
Okay. Oh, I
Yes.
should say fiction.
Yeah, I believe in that legend, but I don't. This kind of seems like it's more dramatized for a movie.
Agreed.
So
Okay.
that one's a fiction for me. What about La Llorona?
God, I have mixed feelings about that.
Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Fiction.
Yeah, I think it's fiction too. I mean, it could be. I'm not saying discounting anything, but
Right.
until I see anything that's more hard evidence,
Agreed.
I feel like it's just, again, dramatized for Hollywood.
Agreed.
Okay, next one. Ooh, it's going to be a touchy subject. Bigfoot, Sasquatch.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Fiction.
So me, I'm saying fiction because I am a person who I have to see it in order to believe it firsthand. I believe other people have experienced it, but again, just like the paranormal, and I'm still a little bit a skeptic when it comes to stuff. People will show me pictures, and I'll be like, nope, that looks like smoke. Nope, that's lens flare. Nope,
Yep.
that's matrixing. I have to see it to believe it, and there's just some stuff that you can try to discount it, and you can't. But this, I have not seen any picture
You
that
would think,
shows.
I feel like in this day and age, if that existed, we would have seen it.
And I feel like
just
I don't
believe
know.
it.
I don't know because there are no, just like the Loch Ness Monster, there are no clear pictures that someone's gotten it. They're all blurry.
And you know, that's
All of
a
them.
whole nother the Loch Ness
Or
Monster.
when someone's showing like a video of it, it's always like bouncing. And I get it. Some people get excited. They're scared or whatever because they're like, oh my God, I saw this. But why are all the videos like that? Like no one, even experienced photographers, those videos are
Or
bouncy.
divers, you know, people dive. Like I feel like there's
Loch
deep
Ness.
sea divers. There would be evidence for that. Okay, so what about UFO?
That one, one,
Okay.
2, 3.
Fact. Oh,
That's what I was gonna say. Sorry, I was like, fact for me too because I had a dream, and so that's me experiencing something firsthand. I don't know if anything happened or not. I just know what I dreamt, and it was very, very vivid, and I
might
felt
be
it.
a dream. It might not have been a dream.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is I felt it
Yeah.
entering my nose, and so that's why I'm just like, you know, when a dream is so real that you're like feeling it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I imagine that's what happened with my sister with smelling the embalming fluid and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, so that's and I now know people who have had
Yeah.
experiences, and it's very hard to explain. And like there are some videos that some look real, some look kind of hokey.
But like even my
But-
husband, who's very much a skeptic for a lot of things, had an experience which you guys have heard before because
Yeah.
he was on. But like, it is out there, and again, I don't think we're the only living creatures in the entire universe.
Right,
Not possible. Don't care who you are.
right. I
I
agree.
believe it. Yep.
So doppelganger, 1, 2, 3,
Fact.
fact.
Yep.
Fact. Prove it.
I do believe in that. Yes.
I believe in that too. Yes. And let's see. We'll start with Bloody Mary. 1, 2, 3.
Fiction.
Fact.
Oh.
So I'm saying fact just because I don't know. So I'm in the middle. I'm saying fact because I actually experienced it and the mirror fell on me and I did see something.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think it was Bloody Mary or whatever they depict of it? No, because I didn't really see an image like an actual formed person. I saw something. I don't know what I saw.
I think that's just folklore.
Yep.
And
I think they might have embellished it a little bit because of what she did.
I think it was to like scare kids. Like I feel like that was a thing where kids.
Kind of like stiff as a board, light as a feather.
Yeah, I think that was something for kids to be afraid of, and I don't know. I don't believe it.
Yep.
That's
And Candyman, 1, 2, 3, fiction.
Fiction.
It's fiction for me. But I'm not gonna. Even if I think it's fiction, I'm still not gonna try it.
Yeah, no.
Banshee, 1, 2, 3,
Fact.
fiction. Woo! We got another one. We're upset.
There's been a couple.
So me, again, I'm just saying fiction because I haven't had any experience with it. I haven't seen any other than the movies. I haven't seen any real, and maybe I need to dig a little deeper, but I haven't seen any real accounts of it. like anything that happened to someone.
And I'm just going on a hunch.
But then again,
Gut feeling.
maybe it did
I don't know.
happen. Maybe it did happen, and that person that it happened to died because they heard the wail.
I hear a lot. No, okay, well, I don't want to sound crazy, but like, you know, like I hear things sometimes, and like, so that makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. And I would be like, yeah, I could see that happening for sure.
Well, especially because of how your premonitions work sometimes.
Yes. However, lack of evidence. I'm gonna like I would teeter, but if I was to teeter one way, it's gonna be fact.
Yeah, and that's the reason. That's the only reason why I'm saying fiction right now is because I haven't seen any more. Yeah. Like I haven't seen anyone say, "Oh, this actually happened to our family, and this person died," and stuff like that.
Agreed. And I'm going off a hunch because
So, black-eyed children. 1, 2, 3, fiction.
Fiction. I was gonna say fiction too.
I don't doubt that it happened to these people, and I don't doubt that it probably does happen. And I know that sometimes spirits can mimic children to kind of lure you in to get you to talk to them, but I haven't seen it.
And also, there was a lot of red flags when those people opened the door. I feel like there's a lot of like holes in the story. Like, I don't. And were there any other stories with the black?
I think there was there was like a few other accounts of people.
Was it all in the same area?
No, this has been all over the U.S. from what I read. I don't know if it's all overseas or anything like that. I'm sure there's different versions of it, but
it makes me just like a little weird about like if somebody was to come to your door, kids or not, right? Like you're looking at them, you're
that's what I mean.
Investigating, right? And then if you happen to see that their entire fucking eye is black, really, you're just gonna, come on in.
That's what I mean.
In here.
But that's another thing too is the whole kid aspect of it. That's what people believe that's how people get lured in.
Yeah.
Just because they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's weird, but they're kids. I gotta help them.
But what happened? But you didn't say you did say. You're not sure what happened to the people who let them in. They're clearly alive to tell the tale.
Yeah. It didn't say that anything happened to them. They just had a feeling of dread after encountering them.
If I fucking had black
I wouldn't have let them
in my house.
Yeah, I wouldn't have let them in.
I'd be like, am I going to die now? What is happening? And Finn, if you hear him in the background, I apologize. He is jumping on our window. Finn, here. Okay, last one.
So last one was the haunted Elsa doll. Now that you told me that, so 1, 2, 3, fiction.
Fact.
Well, now that you told me that it can be change, I do believe in haunted dolls, but now that you told me that they can change languages,
they can because I think there's a little button in the back. It's like a pinhole sized button that you stick things in. I don't know. I remember being a kid and having that happen.
I have no idea, but
now I have
that's
to
the only reason why I'm
now,
like teetering. Like before I would have said fact because I believe in haunted dolls because I had one. But like now I'm not sure if the language changed because she said it was speaking other language, not just Spanish. So does this pinhole, you can switch it to multiple different languages?
I thought it was because Spanish is a pretty prevalent language in the U.S. So I'm going off of memory here. So, but now after this episode, I will fact check myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to go do a little research
and
on
let me know.
Because I remember that being a thing.
But I think from what I can remember of the languages, she said they thought it was Spanish, German, Italian, something else that they couldn't identify, and then I think that was it. I don't remember. It was a bunch of different languages that they listed.
Is Bill Googling it right now?
But yeah, so I don't know.
We'll see. I'm going to fact check myself, though, because I remember that being a thing. But I am going to look, because maybe I don't know.
I have no idea. I've never had a doll like that where you can change the language. I thought you would have to, buy the doll like that, or, flip a switch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ben, God, he's so annoying.
But yeah, so that's our little fiction. Tell us what you think in the comments, if you agree, if you have your own story. Yeah, let us know. I'm hoping next episode or some episode we can set it up so we can talk a little bit more about possession and bring on a special guest.
Yeah, let's do it.
And also, we're hoping in future episodes that we're going to be able to visit a house that has some things going on in the garage. So we're going to try to set that up. So we're going to be doing a location one. Maybe a mini investigation. I don't know. We'll see.
I think we will for that.
If
probably.
if they let us, we'll try to set that up. But,
and I've been there, and it's creepy. So that's exciting.
Oh, I see. What? Hi, tell me. Can Elsa Doll sing in Spanish? Have us.
Yes, the button, the best.
On the back to
I was right, guys.
No, but it's not. What else though? It's not just Spanish. It was saying other languages though. That's what I want to know.
Okay, I didn't.
Can
know
it do
that
more
part.
than Spanish?
But it can change languages, so I was right.
Okay.
I was right on that.
Because I want to know. But anyways, that was it. That's all we got. That's all we got for you.
Yeah. Well, we hope to see you guys again.
Yeah. Thank you, and we'll see you on the other side.